Card Party Gen 2 was not that long ago, so let's talk about it. Unlike last year where it happened in Anaheim, California, this year Card Party took place in Orlando, Florida, on the complete other side of the country. Now I'm going to talk about Card Party 2 from a unique perspective, because not only was I a featured creator, but I also brought the whole family along to attend as well. So starting with day one, unlike last year where the expo hall was in one big room, this year was split up into 3 different rooms: Central, West, and East. This gave the attendees a chance to make their purchases well before the main show even started. And right off the bat, I had a meet and greet table, which we've never had before. And of course, we shared the space with none other than our good friend 026 Gonzo. And in the same room, there was Leonhardt and deeppocketmonster, which I'm surprised we even had a line in the first place. So the meet and greet ended, and we had about a couple of hours before the main show, which I'm always looking forward to. A main show. Pat puts on an amazing event, and it was the kickoff show to let us know what we were to expect for Card Party Gen 2. And I was really looking forward to what would make Card Party Gen 2 different from the first year. The first year was great because no one knew what to expect, so everything was with fresh eyes. And I know a lot of people attended Card Party Gen 2 for the first time, so I was really excited for them to experience it. But I was wondering how it would feel being a returning attendee / creator to Card Party and see what was different, what was fresh about it. We had Pokesurge come up in a Miltank costume. I don't know if that was the night or the morning. I don't know. It's all a blur. And so the kickoff show ended. It was a great show. And immediately after was the content creator happy hour, where the other content creators were able to socialize with people who share common interests. And in this case, it's Pokemon and YouTube. And I think that's what a lot of content creators enjoyed the most. So we hung out well into the late hours, knowing well that we had a show at 9 a.m., but it was well worth it. So day 2 started at 9 a.m. I don't know if it started that early last year, so it felt a little bit too early for us. I know last year you had to be there for the world record, whereas this time it was more of an announcement of how the world record would work this year, and it turned out that it would be throughout the whole day. You weren't going to miss out for not attending. It seemed like the evening shows were more of the exciting shows with the games and the talks and things that made it worth going, whereas the morning ones were more of, hey, good morning, here's what's going to happen, move on with your day, which I wish we had slept in a bit more. There was a few panels with deeppocketmonster, there were some Q&As, and mostly the day was to explore Card Party, what it has to offer with the expo halls, I didn't really get to explore much. It was a lot, very spread out. It was kind of hard because all the kids had different interests. One wanted to go to the card throwing area, one wanted to go to the arcade area, and I wish that the activities and the kid stuff were kind of in one place so that it's easier to watch kids that want to do different things. Didn't get a chance to get into the VIP area, so I'm like the worst person to review this event because I really didn't do the event. I went to engage with the fans and other content creators. For me, attending Card Party, working with Pat, and being able to be a featured content creator is such an honor that even if there's not an activity that I'm looking forward to do personally at Card Party, engaging with the fans is my main thing. I live for that. That is amazing. The evening show for day 2 was really long. We completed the Guinness World Record, which really there wasn't a shock to it. I kind of wish that for the Guinness World Record, the bands did not have the number printed on it, or at least it had it on the inside. Towards the end of the event, I would go on stage and we would call out names, and one of those names would be my girlfriend. And just before Alina was able to grab one of the giveaway envelopes, I dropped to my knees and presented her with a ring. I've never had a moment like that in my life. Thank you guys for making that night so magical. And we enjoyed the rest of that night, and we kind of repeated what we did Friday night, and we socialized a lot with other content creators. More of the same, but a lot of people that didn't go for day 1, they were there for day 2, and it was a blast, just ripping packs, having fun with so many of our friends. So day 3 started again with a 9 a.m. morning show. Oof. Where PokeRev and deeppocketmonster were doing a live binder challenge, but I had to miss that because I had to go to the pack battle in one of the expo halls. It was me and PokeDiz versus Chris Pie, TCG, and Pokesurge, and 026 Gonzo was moderating. So there weren't that many attendees at our pack battle because the morning show was still going on. It picked up a little bit towards the end, but I wish it was pushed back a little bit more so that we could enjoy the rest of the morning show. So once our pack battle ended, Team Silver lost. They won that battle, but they didn't win the war. And the kids were able to go around some more, trying to collect the last bit of the card party cards that we were missing. And something funny happened. Some of the cards started turning into a rectangle shaped cards. So I know there was another snafu with the cards last year. So they say third time's a charm. So hopefully next year there will be no more issues with the cards and everyone can get the cards that were originally intended for everyone to receive. Spent the rest of the day with friends, with the family. Then the evening show for day 3 happened and we recapped everything. There weren't big pulls like there were last year with base set packs. We had a Team Rocket booster pack on stage. Nothing crazy coming out of there. If Pokemon was your thing and this was your first time, this was the place for you. For returning card party attendees, it was very recycled. It felt very much like the first one, but not as exciting as the first one. I know Snorlax time was nixed, but there had to be something to replace Snorlax time. As dangerous as it was, it did give the crowd something to jump up and get our blood rushing and pumping and excited for. I didn't feel there were that many instances where the crowd got hyped for something. Even during the giveaways, it wasn't as exciting, but I feel first time attendees are going to get the most out of it, and what can be done to keep the same level of excitement from those that attended a prior year to come back to the next year. As a content creator, I'm going to come back. I'm going to be there. I'm going to show up for the fans, for the card party team, and be there to support this event because I'll back it up 100%. I'm just trying to look at it from the eyes of an attendee and seeing what is going to make it different for you to come back. So people that attended this year, you got your binder signed, you met with content creators all over the world, you took pictures, videos. What's going to make you come back to Card Party 3? Now, there are 2 different Card Party 3s. There's going to be a Card Party West and a Card Party East. Now this is an interesting strategy because a lot of Midwesters are saying, why won't you have Card Party in the middle of the country? And I can understand that. Hopefully it pans out. I do have some concerns about being in 2 places, especially when East is the main one happening in the summer, and then you have West, which is happening in October. So it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. I am concerned that more content creators are going to go to one than the other. I'm worried that some attendees might feel cheated or might feel like they went to the wrong event. So I hope that doesn't happen. That's just some concerns of mine. Whichever one you're going to, you'll definitely see us there. You'll see deeppocketmonster. He's the host of the event. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm not sure when tickets will go on sale. So make sure you follow Card Party on Instagram and on YouTube so you are up to date on the latest announcements. I'm always happy to be a part of this and honored as a featured content creator. Hopefully you enjoyed Card Party and you made the most of it. And if you haven't attended, it's an event that you wouldn't want to miss, especially if it's your first time. I'm expecting there to be a few surprises for Card Party 3 because there's something about 3. So that was our takeaway from Card Party. Obviously, I had the time of my life. I proposed to my girlfriend, who is now my fiance, and the opportunities that we have been given, we're just so happy that we have them, and we're going to continue rocking the channel. We recently passed 5K. We had our 5K celebration. There's a 5K music video. It's just so many great things happening. It's just going to be a wonderful ride, and we hope you will be there for it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, Pikachu tackle that like button, and we will see you in the next one.